Hi there. A very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Sanat Kumar Swai. We'll be discussing about the importance of attitude in an organizational setting. Previously, we had discussed about the frameworks, various frameworks of organizational behavior and the limitations pertaining to the organizational behaviors. So today we'll be discussing about attitude. What is the importance of attitude in an organizational setting? How attitudes plays an important role in an organization. Okay. So, yeah. So attitude. What do you mean by attitude? Why importance has been given to attitude? Attitude. There can be a positive attitude. There can be a negative attitude. Okay. So, how attitude plays an important role, a significant role in shaping the various aspects of organizational setting. Okay. So, we'll be looking at various reasons. Okay, various points relating to attitude and how it shapes the organizational setting pertaining to its culture, pertaining to its productivity, overall productivity, and in the overall success of an organization. Okay. So you see the first slide is about employee engagement. Okay. How do we engage the employee? Um, when we look at the organizational setting, we see that the employee engagement is a very important part. It plays a very important part in the overall success of an organization. Okay. So, how do the positive attitude it helps the employee engagement? Okay, how to better engage the employee? Okay, so the positive attitude it fosters a high level of engagement. Okay, how, within the employee. How if the employees they have a positive attitude or a positive outlook towards the organization, so they are definitely they will be more committed towards towards their work, towards the assignments which they have been given, and that can help them to motivate in achieving their respective goals, and that will help the organization to achieve its overall success. So the first point is the employee engagement. Okay, how well we can engage the employee in a better way. Now, the second, teamwork and collaboration. Okay. Much stress has been given to teamwork. Okay, when we look at the organizational behavior settings in any organization, definitely teamwork plays a very important role. Okay, and it's not an individual work, rather than it's a teamwork. Okay, and collaboration. You need to have collaboration within your teammates, within various organizations, within inside the organizational setting as well as the outside setting also. Okay, so a positive outlook, a positive attitude, it encourages the teamwork and collaboration. Okay. An employee who has a very good attitude, he or she is open to working with others, and they can have very innovative ideas. Okay, if there is any kind of conflict that can be resolved. Okay, so resolving attitude is also, it can also be developed through a positive attitude. Okay, so that will make a cohesive atmosphere. Okay, and that will develop a cohesive atmosphere within an organizational setting. So the second point, that is teamwork and collaboration, is very important in terms of a positive attitude, and that enhances, that fosters the teamwork and collaboration if there is a positive attitude within an employee. Okay, next, adaptability and resilience. Okay, what do you mean by adaptability and what do you mean by resilience? See, in today's world, you will find that there are a lot of changes, there are a lot of challenges. Okay, in any organization you see, particularly if we look at the multinational organization, you will see that adaptability and resilience is of utmost importance. How? Um, the business scenario, the business environment, the marketing scenario is changing day by day. Okay, every now and then it gets changed due to various factors we have already discussed in previous classes. So you will see that changes is inevitable, challenges are inevitable. So to accept the challenges, to accept the change, okay, the employees must have adaptability capability and resilience capability as well. Okay, so what do you mean by adaptability? How better you can adapt, how better you can adapt to changes. Definitely changes are is bound to come. Okay, there has to be a change. The political environment changes, the um, and the international environment change, the political environment change. So with that change, definitely there is a change in the um, um, organizational setting within an organization as well. So how better you can adapt to that changes, that depends on your positive outlook, your positive attitude. So if you are a positive, if you have a positive attitude, then definitely you will be able to adapt to that changes in a better way. Okay, and resilience. Okay, you will have better resilience. Okay, to accept those changes. Okay, in today's business environment, obviously this is a fast paced paced environment. In today's scenario, today's contemporary society, you will find that the business is very fast paced. Okay, so adaptability and resilience becomes a very important plays a very important role in fostering the better business landscape. So a positive attitude helps the employee to adapt to the change and resilience in a better way. So this is the second point. Sorry, third point. Third, the next is customer satisfaction. What do you mean by customer satisfaction? And how do the customer satisfaction helps the organization to meet its ultimate goal? See, most of the organization, some organizations, they do not play that much important towards customer satisfaction, and subsequently you will see that if the customer is not satisfied in a particular organization, then definitely that is going to be a disaster for that organizational setting. Okay. So customer satisfaction is of utmost importance, and none of the organizations can afford to lose the customer satisfaction. Definitely, they have to give a priority to the customer satisfaction at any point of time. Okay. So if you have an attitude, okay, it's not only for the employees though. I mean, any person working within an organizational setting, that they must foster this kind of positive attitude. Okay, so that can enhance the customer satisfaction. Obviously, customers would definitely like to visit those organizations which have a positive attitude rather than a negative attitude. Okay, so they will have if that is a good experience, customers experience, then definitely they will try to visit those particular business organizations every now and then, so that can enhance the business growth of that particular organization. So positive attitude can also enhance the customer satisfaction in a great way. Okay, so the employees who are likely to have a positive attitude, they can provide excellent customer service. I would not name, but in the market you can definitely see that there are a lot of organizations, government organizations particularly. Those organizations, they lack the customer service. They lack the customer satisfaction. Okay. There are multiple. There are multiple, and why? Because they do not have a positive attitude. Um, if you visit those organizations, you will see that they are having a very negative attitude. Okay, so that is definitely going to hamper their organization in the long run. Okay. So who can afford this kind of negative attitude? Definitely the government organizations, they can afford, but these days definitely the government organizations are also bearing the blunt, and they are also trying to foster the customer satisfaction through positive attitude. Okay. So customer satisfaction is also one of the important factor in fostering the positive attitude in any organization. Next, leadership and morale. Leadership and morale. Okay. What do you mean by leadership and morale? Who are the leadership? Authority. Okay. In any organization, you will see that the leadership authorities, the decision makers, okay, um, those attitudes that influences the leadership effectiveness and team role. How? Team morals. Okay. Um, there are a lot of organizations, there are multiple organizations where you will see that if the leadership, the higher leadership, they have a positive attitude, then that is going to affect their, and that is going to influence their leadership effectiveness and their team morale. Okay, the leaders who are having a negative attitude, that is definitely, that is, they are not going to inspire, or they are not going to motivate their team or the organization, and that is going to create a very negative environment, and that is not going to boost their morale. So to boost their morale, okay, and to support and to create a more positive and harmonious environment, the higher leadership of any organization should have a positive attitude, and that is going to definitely, that is going to influence the organization in a much better way, and uh, in, in the other way, that is going to help their environment to create a more positive and supportive atmosphere, so that that can boost the morale of the employees working in that particular organization. So leadership and morale is also of utmost importance, and that is also definitely the attitude, positive attitude is definitely going to affect the leadership and morale of any organization. Okay. Now, innovation and creativity. What do you mean by innovation and creativity? See, every organization these days, they have to be innovative. Okay, they have to be creative. Okay, without innovation, without creativity, none of the organizations can survive, none of the organizations um, can survive the competition, the neck competition, which is happening in in today's contemporary societies. So to stay ahead in that competition, you have to be innovative, you have to foster various kinds of creative ideas, okay, generate various ideas. Okay, but how would you do that? How would you do that? Definitely, an organization runs through its employees, an organization runs through its staffs. Okay, and if the staffs or the employees, they do not have a positive attitude, definitely they are not going to innovate, they're definitely not going to create, they create any new ideas. Okay, so creating a positive attitude among the staffs and employees of any particular organization, that is definitely going to help the innovative atmosphere, the creative atmosphere of any organization. Okay, and they will definitely feel a positive hypes, a positive atmosphere. Okay, to um, find out new ideas, to find out new better ideas. Okay, to get new innovative ideas, to get the work done. Okay, and find new to take various calculative risk, so that the organization is not going to suffer and any loss, and definitely in the long run the organization is going to have a profit that can become a profit making organization. Okay. So positive attitude definitely is going to help the employees in uh, creating, in upbuilding their innovative ideas and innovative and creativity ideas within them. So a positive attitude is a must if we want various kinds of innovations and various kinds of creative atmosphere. If you want to create a creative atmosphere, then positive attitude should be practiced, should be in that should be practiced in any organization. Okay, now reduce conflicts. Okay. Conflicts. See, there is a chapter called conflict management. Okay, so we'll be discussing about the conflict management in the later part of the classes. Okay, so you see, there is a conflict. There are that has to be, okay, there is a positive conflict, there's a negative conflict, okay. What do you mean by a conflict? When you are not in alignment, okay, if you are a part of an organization and you are not in alignment with the organizational authority or the organizational goals, then there is definitely a conflict arises, okay. So that is what we can say, casual, okay, that is very casual, that definitely conflicts arises, and that can be minimized, okay, if not escalated, and that can be minimized if there is a positive attitude, okay. So the employees who foster a positive attitude among themselves, then definitely they reduce or they minimize the conflicts in the workplace, okay. They are in a better position to handle the conflict in a more productive way, in a more productive manner, and they can focus on the issues, what are the issues and how to better solve them. So a positive attitude definitely helps them to reduce the conflict, or you can say the conflict management can be better handled if the employees do have a positive attitude, okay. So positive attitude also helps to reduce the conflicts in any kind of organization, okay. Now overall organizational culture, okay. What do you mean by organizational culture? Organizational culture we have already studied in previous classes, okay. So every organization do have their own culture, okay. They try to build up their own culture, and when a person coming from a different background or a different culture, different organization, and they fit into that, they try to fit into that particular organization, then definitely uh, that the employee may or may not be able to fit properly, adjusting to that culture. So um, attitude, the positive attitude, okay, that also shapes how an organization runs and how better they can cultivate their organizational culture, okay. Definitely you see all the organizations, they cultivate different types of culture within their organizational setting, and how better you cultivate your culture in an organizational setting depends on the positive attitude you foster in the organization, okay. The better you promote a positive attitude within an organization, and the better a positive culture can be promoted and cultivated in an organization, okay. So that also what happens when there is an overall positive organizational culture within an organization, what happens, that it attracts the talent, okay, and the employee satisfaction enhanced is enhanced in a much positive way, and that also affects the organizational setting and organizational culture in a great way, okay. So attitude also shapes the organizational culture in a positive way if we cultivate the right attitude in the organization, okay. So this is also one of the aspects of the positive attitude in an organizational setting, okay. So if we go to the summary, then what do you mean by a positive attitude? A positive attitude within an organization can lead to increased employee engagement, okay, uh, your adaptability to change, okay, enhanced customer satisfaction, better leadership, okay. There will be very less or a very reduced conflicts within the organization. So nurturing a positive, if we are to get a overall positive organizational setting within an organization, then definitely to nurture a positive attitude is very crucial and very important to the organization's growth, okay. So with this we have concluded the importance of attitude in an organization, okay. uh, Before concluding, I would like to say something, that if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, just you can put your queries, or you can put your remarks on in the comment section, so that we can and we'll try to resolve it, or we will try to discuss it in the next session or next classes. Okay. Okay. With this, I remain. Thank you very much. Thank you.